So today we're going to talk about the benefits of being on a high-fat diet. One thing to realize is that when you're fasting, you are on a very high-fat diet because your body is breaking down the adipose tissue and turning it into fatty acids and then ketones. So think about all the benefits of fasting. So initially when you fast, you're going to quickly burn off your stored glycogen in your liver. When that's gone, because you don't have a lot of that, you're going to then transition right into burning your fat. And the majority of fuel from your fat cell is going to be fatty acid, with about 40% being ketones. And of course, all the things I'm talking about will only exist if you're also on a low carb diet, because you never want to do high carb, high fat. That's actually worse than being in a high carbohydrate, low fat diet, FYI. Because when you add either protein to carbs or fat to carbs, you really create more damage. And I've done other videos on that topic, but I'm not going to get sidetracked on that yet. So when you increase more fat in your diet and you keep your carbs low, you're going to stimulate more bile production and more bile release. So right there, that's going to help you prevent gallstones, simply because gallstones are a deficiency of bile. All right, number two, you're going to provide for the raw material of fat-soluble vitamins, vitamin A, D, E, K1, and K2. You also provide for the omega-3 fatty acids, DHA and EPA, which are very, very important. That's why they call them essential fatty acids. Now, just as a side note, when you consume fiber, your microbes in the large colon will ferment this fiber into a type of fat that's very healthy for you. It's called short-chain fatty acids. And the name of one of them is called butyrate. And the benefit of butyrate is anti-cancer. It can help you with blood sugars and insulin resistance. It can also feed your colon cells. And there's quite a few other benefits. All right, number four, medium chain triglycerides. Medium chain triglycerides is a type of fat that can greatly help increase your energy because it's converted into ketones, and it doesn't need help from your gallbladder and the bile. It doesn't need help from your pancreas and the pancreatic enzymes. It quickly turns into ketones and it can give you energy. And not only that, it can feed the brain tissue and the heart tissue despite even having damage in those two areas of your body. All right, number five, dietary fat in general will help increase your ability to make ketones. Ketones are made from your liver. Ketones are the preferred fuel of the brain and your heart, which I just kind of mentioned. Ketones compared to glucose will increase your oxygen and also decrease your CO2. So it provides a more efficient fuel. There's also less free radical damage from running your body on ketones than there is from glucose. Glucose is very oxidizing. It's very damaging to your tissues. This is why a diabetic, for example, has massive problems to the eye, the heart, the kidney, and the nervous system. And lastly, one really good benefit from consuming more fat is it gives you the raw material for supplying necessary and essential compounds for all of your cell membranes. Also, many of your hormones, including cortisol, testosterone, estrogen, need fat as its precursor. You also need fat to help you make vitamin D, as well as the production of bile. The production of bile and the production of vitamin D becomes a problem when you're on a low-fat diet. All right, so I pretty much talked about the good things about being on a high-fat diet. Now let's talk about the myths that are associated with the high-fat diet. And I put those up right here. Check them out.